Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to go over how to kill the boss known as Brutus in old school RuneScape. So first thing I'm going to do is stop by the bank and show you what we're working with. This is on my Iron Man account that I just started not too long ago. You're going to want some sort of food, and you're also going to want 20 base combat stats. You're able to defeat this boss, and you actually do defeat this boss in the Ides of Milk. Uh, but once you complete this quest, you'll get access to the boss itself. The boss has three uniques, one of them being the Muleta. You definitely don't need the Muleta, but if we examine, okay, defensive weapon is kind of crazy. If we remove it and check the stats, it has pretty good attack bonuses and really good defense bonuses, or for a defender and all. Obviously, a shield is going to be better. But once we get into the boss, I'm going to show you some techniques that I like to use. After the quest, you get the cowbell amulet that you can charge with air runes, which is pretty nice. After completing the quest, you get access to the cowbell amulet, which is pretty nice. This you can charge with air runes, which you do get from the boss, which is also nice. And you can teleport directly to this location. It serves as a nice way to get to Lumbridge without having to use the home teleport. So I appreciate that, having access to it. Another thing that is really nice about this boss is that it's very easy. So I'm going to go over some of the techniques that I have learned, and why I am deciding to farm this boss at all as a low level Iron Man. I'm sure most of you guys already know this, but when you get into the fight, you're gonna just go ahead and attack Brutus. You don't need any protection prayers or anything like that, because most of the damage is, chip damage, especially if you dodge all of his abilities. So the way I like to look at Brutus is that he is in a 3x3 square, and you want to stand in the center of that 3x3. So if we think of a cross, like standing at the top over here, standing to the right, or standing to the left. And whenever he says any sort of thing, you're just going to move one tile or two tiles in either direction of the cardinal locations. You don't want to be standing at the edge points. I also have this tile marked as red because you can't actually walk there. So, like I said, whenever he decides to put a message in the chat, you're just going to go ahead and step to the side, and then you're going to kill him. So that fight was pretty nice, and we got the bottomless milk bucket, which is pretty nice. So I have 2 out of the 3 uniques that you can actually get from this boss. I've killed him 52 times, and in those 52, I got the Muleta and the milk bucket, so I'm doing pretty nice. But the main reason why I am deciding to farm this boss is because the food gives a +2 strength bonus, which is pretty nice, and it also heals for 9. 9 is quite huge for the current level that I'm at. That's like almost half my health, and I definitely make more food than I do, as long as I'm paying attention, than I use here. Um, Especially in a members world, because when you're in a members world, you have the option to get the 3 noted meat, which is really nice. And the double combat experience also helps with training my skills, especially with how low level I am. The XP cannot not be talked about. So again, we're just gonna make sure we're standing in the most cardinal directions, not in these 2 tiles right here. We want to make sure that we're directly in the center of the 3x3. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this piece of meat, and then we'll wait for the boss to respawn. Have that +2 strength bonus I was talking about, and the main reason why I'm farming this boss is the food, and as well as the runes and the arrows are pretty nice. They also have the option to drop some iron equipment, which is nice when you don't have any and you don't feel like buying them. Um, Buying the pieces of equipment. So I have the bottomless milk bucket. Now I just need the slippers, and I'll look super cool. I'll probably be here until I get the pet, because the pet is probably pretty sick as well. And also I need the experience, the combat experience. Once I hit 40 strength, I'm gonna switch over to training attack and then defense. Um, because then I'll be able to wear rune equipment and I'll be all geared out. But you don't need any of that stuff. When I first started killing this boss, I was using the wooden shield that you get from Tutorial Island, as well as an iron scimitar that you can find in the wilderness. So you don't need anything crazy for this boss. I've seen people barehanded. Um, Now I don't know if you're going to be profiting food when you're that low of combat, but um, you'll definitely be able to kill the boss. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.